everyone make this symbol. Cool. All right, touch your chin. How many of you touched your chin? Exactly, okay? It just makes sense. Who of you touched your chin? None of you did. Why? Because you listen, but you don't think about it. That's what we don't do. Rockefeller, he said, I want a nation full of workers, not thinkers. Yeah, it's crazy, right? We're all still talking about it because it's insane. It's really insane. So that's what, in this, it really teaches you to think different. It really teaches you to think different, and that's what I freaking love about this, guys. It changes you as a person, You know, for the better, and reading books about financial education, reading books about, building a foundation for your life when you're young. But a lot of people think that's weird because young people shouldn't have a lot of money. No, I think if you're young, we're energetic, we can do things twice as good. Why not do it? And a perfect example of that is when people call this crazy that a bunch of young people are making lots and lots of money, they say that's weird. Why? I don't think it's weird. Why? Because most of our parents have done this. They've took other network marketing companies, they've built them to the billions with, our moms and dads, inviting 2 months out, just have 5 or 6 of their friends in their, living room talking about, lotions or Tupperware, stupid stuff like that. Bringing those companies to the billions without Facebook, without Twitter, without Uvu, without Skype, without any of these social networks. What do you think is going to happen when us kids that grew up on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Uvu, Skype, all these social networks that literally keep us connected naturally? What do you think is going to happen when we get a hold of that business structure and involve something that we're naturally good at? We're going to do it a lot faster and a lot better, right? Okay, so that's exactly what we're doing, and that's exactly why we skyrocketed in profits, okay? We cleared $221 million last year. It pretty much tripled in size in 3 years. Why? Because of young kids. Because we're good at this. We're blowing this stuff up. It's crazy. And a little background on network marketing. Network marketing is the second highest paid profession behind professional athletics. It's pretty freaking crazy. It made more than the NFL, the movie industry, and the video game industry as a whole. $167 billion last year alone, okay? Amway, like a household cleaning supplies network marketing company, made more than the NFL, $12 billion last year. That's literally insane. So a little bit of background on network marketing. There's a guy named Anthony Powell. He was actually in Herbalife. He was with them for 22 years. He started his network marketing career there, and he started when he was 18. By the time he was 23, he made his first $1 million with the company. By the time he was 30, he had like $50 million saved up in the bank. So when this guy takes his team, switches over because he tries this new product, here's this new company, Vemma, he sees the longevity of where this company is going because of the young people, and he takes half his team and switches over. I think I'm going to listen to a guy that drops his $400,000 check a month to switch into this. I think I'm going to drop my $8 an hour job to switch into something like this. Why? Because the #1 income earner in another network marketing company switched into this. He knows where it's going. He says this is going to be this is going to be Apple of network marketing. Okay, this is going to be huge. We're not going to be like number 4. We're not going to be number 5. We're not just going to be that other network marketing company. People are going to know us. That's crazy to think about. It's really freaking crazy. We're going to be #1. We're not just going to clear 12 billion. We're not going to just clear 20 billion. We're going to go to the 30s, the 40s, and the 50s of billions of dollars because of us young people and our ability to network twice as well. We're naturally good at it. And so, a little bit on the credibility. A lot of people see this and they think, oh yeah, I've heard about this stuff, but it's not real. I've been taught that stuff's stupid. I should think otherwise. No, okay, we're actually the official energy drink of 2 NBA basketball teams. You've seen some of the cheerleaders for the Phoenix Suns. We're actually the official energy drink of the Phoenix Suns and the Charlotte Bobcats. Michael Jordan actually owns the Charlotte Bobcats. Okay, he wouldn't endorse, a product behind an illegal business. We pay taxes to the government. Kyle, Eric, Jenny, Austin, me, Amanda, Wendy, we've all got W-9 forms to submit to the government to pay our taxes. The federal government isn't going to take, our money from an illegal business. Just wouldn't make sense. Oprah Winfrey, she actually has Dr. Oz. It works for her. Dr. Oz has had it on his show. I don't know if you guys know him. He's the most face-washed person. He's actually America's doctor. He's had Verve on his show 2 times in the last 2 years, saying that it's really healthy. If you drink a can of Verve and eat a handful of almonds, it's literally the best thing you can put in your body. Okay, so we actually have a NASCAR driven by Mike Wallace too that's got YPR for Young People Revolution, what this movement is. Got Vemma tagged all over the car. This thing's getting everywhere. Believe it or not, all around America right now, there's rooms with kids like us, probably, maybe with 2 or maybe with 100 or maybe with 1,000 people. This is happening right now, other places in the world. But what this really does is it teaches us that we have more potential than we really think. We all like to think of each other as kind of sports cars when we grow up, like, Porsches, Lamborghinis, Maseratis, Bugattis, or anything like that. Something that can go really fast. We can all go really fast, but why? Why don't we? Because we have these governors that we kind of put on us, as our parents, taught us, or as society taught us, as school, kind of put us through. We have these governors saying we can only go 60 miles an hour. Okay, we can go work a job for someone else, go live your life like a regular person. We have these governors. And this really takes those governors off, and it shows us our full potential, because it is performance-based income, and we can take this wherever we freaking want. Perfect example is that, okay guys, raise your hands high. Raise your hands high. All right, raise them a little bit higher. Now, why didn't you do that at first? Why didn't you raise it as high as you could when I said raise your hand high? We don't notice the full potential we really have until someone shows it to us. It's crazy. But hey, in this, I'm gonna stop talking a little bit. I'm gonna bring up my gal friend Amanda. She's actually been in the business actually a week longer than me, and she's smashing it. She's actually popping through the ranks like crazy. She's killing it. She's been in Wazoo. She's been up at Western. She's going down to California. This thing's getting huge. Our business is all over the States, halfway across the world in Japan. It's about to be in Norway, other places like that. But yeah, like I said, I'm about to bring Amanda up. She's killing it. But sweet.
Yeah.
Listen to this guy.
Hey guys, I'm pumped. I'm stoked. That was awesome. I don't even know if I've ever heard Dillon present like that, so stoked on life right now. Anyways, I just want to kind of illustrate how possible this is. We're throwing big numbers around. We're talking about, tens of billions of dollars. I think if anybody had come up to you and said, you want to make 10 grand a week, you'd be like, oh my God, scam, scheme, pyramid, this, that, the other. And I really want to just show how possible this is. Raise your hand in the room if you're making more than $2,000 a week. Yeah, nobody including my parents who are in the room, So raise your hand if you would like to be making $2,000 a week. Okay, so if I could give you a job where you were going to make $2,100 a week, and it was going to be really easy, and I'm going to teach you how to do it, guys, and we're going to have a whole team that's going to show you how, would you say yes? Probably. Do you think, 7 of your friends or 7 people in the terrible economy are going to say yes? You think you have a couple other people whose friends are going to say yes? Yeah, I bet we could get 100 out. I bet I could find 100 people in the economy who want to make $2 grand a week in the worst economy since the Great Depression. Absolutely. So all I have to do is think about something they can do, and all of you guys can do, to make $2,100 a week. You give me the 100, and I'll give you guys the $2 grand every single week. You guys do all of the work and you get $2 grand. I get $100 times 100 people. That's 10 grand a week.
Hell yeah.
All you have to do to make money, guys, is be the person who's thinking different. Right now, what you're in, corporate America, they get the $2 grand and you get the 100. You know what I mean? We're talking about this student loan debt with, $1.1 trillion? The reason for that is because you're taking out loans from a government that's $17 trillion in debt. But pretend for the sake of easy math that they're 0 and you take a 100 grand loan from them, you're negative 100 grand. You work your ass off for 4 years through school, hope to God you get a job. 50% of us aren't getting them, and then 60% of those 54% are not getting a job in their field, and if they do make a high income, had to work for their entire life to make that income of hundreds of grand, and then they use it paying back that loan, and they go from negative 100 grand to 0. And the government went from 0 to 120 plus grand off your interest. And we can't figure out why the economy sucks. So, I want to show how easy this math is because my 9-year-old sister understood this. So I know you guys understand this. These kids who are making, all this money at 21, 23, we have personal friends in San Diego who, this kid Taylor, he's been in it for a year and is making $140,000+ a year. He's driving a company paid for M3, Lime Rock Edition, with Vemma plastered across the side. I'm like, dude, yeah, that guy has what I want. I'm going to do what he did. Study successful people and emulate their actions. Look at people who have what you want and do what they do, say what they say. You're going to get what they get every single time. For me, I was going to school for medicine. Unfortunately, lost my financial aid. The last semester before I graduated to go to medical school, I'm a walking statistic. There are people behind every one of those numbers, guys, including your friends and family. So for me, I was taking advice from doctors. You know what the best piece of advice he ever gave me? He was like, Amanda, if you want to solve something, if you want to actually heal, then you treat the problem, not the symptom. You don't give someone Tylenol to fix their broken leg. You give them a surgery. That just numbs the problem. Right now, what we're doing, these 9-to-5 jobs, they're just, they're paying our bills. They're buying your medicine, or they're keeping you in the same position. Most of these programs, welfare and that, they're designed to keep people where they're at. We need workers, guys. Not everyone can be the thinker, right? And it's sad to me because what we're doing is creating this separation of the rich and the poor, and the middle class is deteriorating. So we need to step up as young people and decide to change the way that we're living our lives, because what our parents are doing and how society has been shaped isn't working. And student loans and house loans and 9-to-5 jobs, like I said, they're treating the symptoms like, oh, I have bills, so I'm gonna do this. I asked my dad, I was like, Dad, is there anything in your life you wish was different? And he was like, yeah, I wish we had more money. I wish I could take my family on vacation. I wish I could take my wife out to dinner. I wish I could pay for your college. I hate that you had to leave school. And I'm like, okay, well, what are you doing to change that? And he's like, well, I'm working my ass off to pay my bills and save up money. No, Dad, what are you doing to change that situation? Because you've been paying the same bills, working your ass off for the same, 8 years in that same job? Where are you going to be a year from now? Paying those same bills, working at that same job. You cannot do the same thing every single day and expect that one day everything's going to be different. You cannot wait around for someone else to offer you something. You just go make it happen. People are always saying, oh yeah, there's starving kids in Ethiopia. There's starving kids in Guatemala. Dude, I've seen them. And I'm not going to say someone else should fix that. I'm just going to be the someone that steps in and fixes that. I'm not going to wait for someone else to raise my pay. I'm just going to take control over it. Period. This is an opportunity for everyone in this room to determine their own value and stand up for a positive movement. We're choosing to reallocate our money from products we're already spending money on that are bad for us into a healthier alternative, and then get it for free if you want to be a customer by telling 3 other people to make a healthier choice. Or participate in the movement, participate in the company, and get 50% of the product sales that go out through that network. I was like, yeah, dude, let's go. And this doesn't have to be your end all. I was going into medicine. I wasn't stoked on life to be a network marketer. Am I stoked on life to help people? Yes. That's why I went into that. Am I stoked on life to make money? Yes. Am I stoked on life to be working with my friends and family every single day and not have someone tell me when to show up, when to go home, when to pee, when to eat? What if I'm not hungry at 12:30? What if I have to pee right now and not in 2 hours when I have a break? Dude, how about you wake up when you're done sleeping, guys? That sounds a lot more fun, right?
Yeah.
So, anyways, this is an opportunity, in my opinion, and I think in most people's opinion, to not just
be average.
Yes, I think people are typically shaped by this, well, this sounds unrealistic, and it's like, be unrealistic. Walking in a room and flipping on the lights the whole room, that's unrealistic. But fortunately, Edison didn't think so. Airplanes flying, I don't even know how much those weigh, probably hundreds of thousands of pounds. But you guys, I took so much physics in OChem, I can't even, and I still don't understand, okay, why that's not falling out of the sky. So it's unrealistic. Me grabbing my iPhone and tapping a piece of metal, and somehow somebody in Norway is getting a Facebook message from me who just happens to know someone who knows someone who knows someone, cousin there, is unrealistic, but it's happening, and thank God Steve Jobs didn't think that was unrealistic. And because it is realistic now, because somebody thought of that and put in the effort to make it happen, we now have an ability that our parents didn't have, which is to use social networking to spread a business and to spread a positive, encouraging movement through history. This will be in history books. You're looking at some of the top income earners in this company, and it is real, and it is happening. And if people don't see what I see, they're just like not in my sight. Like, if someone tells you you can't cross the line and you cross it, are you ever going to believe them again? No. If there's water in a desert, people are going to flock to it. The people who get there first are going to drink more of it. I'm going to drink the most of it, guys. And good luck. Can people in this room pass me up an income in this company? We're talking about this pyramid thing that everyone says, oh, pyramid scheme, pyramid scheme. I want to expand on why this isn't one. And one, pyramid schemes do not involve a tangible product. We have a tangible product. There are multiple cans. People are drinking them right now. Two, you can't out-earn people above you, meaning, you can't rank up in that somebody's always going to be... I've outranked people in my own company working on a binary compensation plan. If anybody has questions about that specifically, I'd love to meet up with you, draw it up after this. Again, the reason that people are saying things like that is because they're either people who didn't try this, didn't look into it, aren't educated, or they're people who just didn't believe in themselves and didn't believe that's possible, but didn't think they could do it, so they want to tell you you can't do it. And you probably shouldn't take advice from people like that, who are ignorant. You would not, they're looking at people and saying, oh, well, what, 0.1% of this company makes over $1 million a year. There's 200 and something thousand people in this company. Guess what? That's still like 1,000 millionaires. 25% of the top 50 income earners made it there in the last 2 years, and they're under the age of 25. Guys, this is possible, and basically this solely comes down to effort. If you're not afraid to be paid what you're worth, the results you produce for a company, then this is perfect for you. I'm not afraid to be paid for that, guys. Why? Because I work my ass off. That's why. The more you work, the more this thing works. You're not going to go buy a $50 gym membership, work out once a week, maintain your old lifestyle habits, and then, not get the results you want and be like, oh, gym's a scam. Dude, the elliptical's not a scam. The more you get on it and the more you run, the more it works, the better your results are. That's how this works. Period. Like, if you're going to do this, just commit. Commit to changing your life, changing the lives around you, and having, something worth, a life worth living. I'm encouraging you guys to create something that outlives yourself, that will pay for your kids' college tuitions. Michael Jackson got paid like $55 million last year, and he's dead. That's how much money I want to be making. That's how much money I'm going to be making, guys. And I kind of just want to close with, it's really not how on this. How comes with time. You want to learn how to play soccer, you're going to get out in the field and just start practicing, and you're going to take advice from people in that, that play soccer, that know what they're doing. If you want to play the flute, you're going to go buy a flute, and you're going to learn how to play it by reading the books on it, by studying successful people. If you want to get good at this, we're your GPS. We're the people who know what we're doing. We're already involved in it. We have upline support that is absolutely incredible and inspiring and ridiculous. And they're going to help you. How will come in time. It's not how, it's why. And the reason I say that is because when your why for doing something is so strong, the how doesn't matter. I don't care what I have to do. I'm just going to do whatever it takes. That's what you have to do. Because for me, this isn't about me. It's about helping kids in Guatemala who are starving and dying. This is about retiring my parents who will have to work until they're dead because of the way the economy is. This is about going to, by helping other people. I want a life. I want my life, I want my family, I want my work to mean something. If you guys are not doing something every day that makes somebody else's life better, then you're wasting your time. Because the only way to actually have a fulfilling life is to by helping other people, help other people have fulfilling lives. Do you guys realize that, Bill Gates makes $68.9 billion a year, Warren Buffett, Robert Kiyosaki, all these multimillionaires, billionaires. You add all that money up, and if you were to divide it through the 6 billion people, everybody in the world, every single person would be a millionaire. Every single person. Actually, multimillionaires.
Hell yeah.
It's possible. And I'm encouraging you guys to fight for it. Fight for your why. Why would you do this?